Hello guys, it's your boy Chef from Off the Dome, back again for another video, and this is a slight version of the Wednesday wrap up. Just walking outside tonight, seeing how wonderful the city looks, just admiring the sights and all that. Historic HBC right there, Virginia Union University, by the way. Anyway, today we're here to talk about 21 Pilots and how Billboard and Vanity Fair and I believe even the hot hip hop news have announced that 21 Pilots' debut album Blurryface has now surpassed, I believe, 4 years on the charts. It's been on there since 2015, so it's been there for about 4 years. And all I gotta say is, wow, it's a great feat. It's a good thing for them. But what next? Like, what's next for the duo? These guys, they had multi-platinum success in 2016. Was Stressed Out and other singles like that. These guys have double platinum albums out the yin yang. I believe 2 of them. They have 3 gold albums. What's going to be their next crossover hit? What's going to be their next huge smash? Now, I typically don't talk about rock bands on the fall off because I'm not a rock music listener. I know most legendary rock bands that are revered and upheld by their fan bases. Usually, they have like 1 or 2 big hits and that's about it, and then they have like a bunch of album sales and touring sales, and they have a huge following online. So for rock is different. It's not like hip hop where without that Billboard single it's going to hurt your career or a pop star. Rock stars tend to have a more dedicated fan base. I'm not saying that rap and pop doesn't, because the fact that Madonna can still sell out stadiums for tours after releasing the hot garbage album she released, Rebel Heart or whatever, it says a lot. The fact that Taylor Swift can still sell out stadiums after releasing that garbage album, Reputation, and giving you them terrible singles off of 1989. The fact that anybody, including myself, still listens to Drake after he giving you drop-off after drop-off of quality from each album, says a lot. But 21 Pilots, I don't know if they're going to have another hit. They already peaked, guys. They already have. I like to call it, it's just a bad thing, I don't want to say it's such thing as too much success, but for some artists, maybe having 3 or 4 top 10 hits in your first year blowing up isn't a good thing. Some people can handle it, some people can't. You see with Fetty Wap, you see with Iggy Azalea, you see with 21 Pilots, you see with Megan Trainor, you see with Lord. All these acts that have multiple top 10 hits within a year span. All of these guys are irrelevant. All of these guys are a non-factor. All of these guys are basically unheard from anymore. So, for 21 Pilots, I don't think they will have another hit on their hands. It's good that the album has had this much longevity. It's good that the fan base still bought Trench last year. But after seeing all those singles fail to really peak on the radio or become mainstream, it lets you know that the mainstream pop sphere still doesn't actually want alternative hip-hop, alternative rap, alternative rock, alternative pop. Because that's what 21 Pilots are. They're not like the Imagine Dragons. Not all this stuff is super poppy and kind of had that sell-out feel that most rock fans say that Imagine Dragons has done. The Imagine Dragons and Maroon 5 at this point, they're both pop bands. They get put in the pop duo section on all the award shows. People know they're not real rock. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're making money. But it also begs the question to say, is there any room for mainstream rock, like actual alternative, grunge, garage rock, etc.? Is there actual room in the mainstream for that to happen? I think there's room for it. I think the audience is out there. I just think radio's not going to allow it, and they can't get right with Spotify. Like Metallica's Spotify numbers are up. 21 Pilots had good Spotify numbers. But you need more than just 2 or 3 bands you can count on your fingers, So that's all I got to say. I think 21 Pilots they had a good run. They had about a year or 2 on top. They're going to continue to release albums, have a fan base. But as for having that huge single like Stressed Out, Heathens, Ride, it's not going to happen for them anymore. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. For a rock act in the 2010s, for any rock act past 2003, To have more than 2 hits, it's a feat that many have not accomplished. That's why Maroon 5 had to literally sell out and become basically, they had to stop being funk and just become a full-on pop band to even be relevant in 2019. So I get it. It takes a lot. You have to sell out, and like Tyler Joseph and the other guy, I don't know his name. It looks like Tyler Joseph isn't trying to do that, so I'm proud of him. Anyway, this is your man Off the Dome. Well, actually, it's your man Chef. Brought to you by Off the Dome. I'll see you later. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man. You know, it really helps out the channel, apparently. I mean, hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Anyway, see you guys later. Thank you for listening.